Hi, my name is Alakik, and today I will be teaching you how to use the Bluetooth module with the Arduino. And by the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to turn this LED on and off via a laptop app. And it's pretty simple, so let's get started. So for this project, you're going to need the Bluetooth module, a 1K ohm resistor and a 2K ohm resistor, and one more resistor of any specification. You'll need 8 wires and an LED. Alright, so we will begin by putting the 5 volts in the positive and the ground in the negative part of the breadboard. Then we will place our Bluetooth module over here. And now you'll need 4 wires for the Bluetooth module. We're going to place the VCC, as you should be able to tell on the front side of your module, and it should be the second pin from the left, and that just connects to the positive on the breadboard. And then you have the ground right there, and that will go right there on the negative, as you can see. So the RX pin over here, the TX pin right here will go directly into the RX port, or 0, on the Arduino. Then for the RX pin, we're going to have a wire going from the RX pin. It's not going in. There we go. And it will go right here. So this resistor is the 1K and this is the 2K. And now you want to specifically place it like this. So then from the 1K, yes, the 1K resistor, we'll have another wire that will go to the TX, or the 1 port on the Arduino, as you can see right there. Okay, so now our circuit is complete. Remember to make sure you have the correct resistors placed in the right place, otherwise I don't think this will quite work. So after this is complete, your Bluetooth module will work with this. But now we're going to add the portion of the circuit which will control the LED. So I am going to use the 7 pin on this side and connect that to right here. I might need a larger wire. Let me see if I can find one. Alright, yeah. So from the 7 pin, we will go to anywhere on the breadboard, doesn't matter. And then we will have the resistor. Again, it does not matter where this is. And make sure it's plugged in. Also, one key thing for resistors, make sure they are not touching, otherwise it will short circuit and it will not work. Alright, for the LED you need to be really careful. The longer end is the positive side and the shorter side is the negative. So we will connect this to the resistor and this to the ground, or the negative portion of the breadboard, and like so. And make sure, if you want to complete a connection, as long as it's in the same row, it will work. And that is what the complete circuit looks like. Now we're going to move on to the software portion, which is not that complicated. It's just copy and pasting open source code. And it will require the download of this program called processing, so we can analyze the serial data that the Bluetooth module transmits. So if you click on the link that I've posted in the description, it should take you to this website, and this basically shows a recap of what we have just done. It also has links so you can order the parts that we have used. And here is the circuit schematic that we followed. I think this is a clear diagram of what we did in case you didn't understand what I explained earlier. And here we have the code. You will just copy this onto the Arduino IDE and make sure you have that downloaded. I think you can just look up how to download. So the first line shows the pin that has been selected to supply power to the LED circuits. As you remember, we have selected this number 7 pin on the Arduino, and that will supply power to the LED. You can change it to any pin you want, and it should still work the same. And here, pin mode selects the LED pin, the pin that will supply the power, and output. So it will output the voltage. And digital write will write if it will set the LED on low, which will essentially turn it off. Serial.begin sets the baud rate, or the frequency at which the data is transmitted to the Bluetooth module. And as a default on the 805, it comes as 38400. So, and as we go to the loop, there's an if statement that checks if serial is available, which will, like it says on the comment, checks whether the data is coming from the serial port. And then serial.read will read the data if it is there, obviously. So here we have a if-else statements, and if this 0 is read from the code on the serial monitor, then the LED will be turned off. And if a 1 is detected on the serial monitor, then the LED will be turned on. Alright, so here we are in the Arduino IDE. We have copied the code, and now we are going to upload it to the Arduino. So make sure you have the right pin number as you used for the code, and then connect your Arduino via the USB cable, and that's how it should look. So before we can upload, we have to check if this is Arduino selected. After you do this once, I don't think you have to do it again unless you're doing a blank sketch on Arduino. So I've made sure that the COM is selected with the Arduino. Now we want to upload, but there's one thing we must do. We must take these 2 wires out right here, and then we can upload this code. And here I'll show you done uploading. There we go. Alright, so once you have uploaded the code, the Bluetooth module will be flashing red, and you will go back to your computer. And then you'll go to settings and go to devices, and then add a device, Bluetooth. And then here you should see the sensor. Yes, there it is. And then you will need to enter a pin. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty simple, default. And there you go, it is connected. And now you'll see that it is flashing much slower with a longer interval. So now that you have this connected, you're done with the first step of making that LED light up. Alright, so now we are going to download the processing IDE. This is the next thing that will be required in order for us to make that LED light up. So then here we'll go to download, and then select whatever you need, Windows 64 or Mac OS. Check your system for requirements you need. And after you download this, I've already downloaded it, and you will want to extract all, and then you will want to run processing once you are done. So after you have that going, let's go back to that website. Okay, so now as you scroll down, you'll see what they're doing. This is a really cool thing they did with the Samsung phone, where they connected the phone with an app that this person developed, and they control the LED through that. But I do not have a Samsung, so unfortunately I cannot show you that right now. I'm pretty sure you can do something with iOS. Maybe I'll make a future tutorial on that. So as we scroll down, here it shows the steps we have just done. Now this is the next code you need to just copy and paste. I will go on to explain what it says after we're done with that. And then here, going to the processing IDE, it looks like this. Alright, so what you want to do here is you want to switch the COM to match one of the ports that the Arduino is not in. So going back to here, so if you go to tools, remember, and right here you see all these ports. After you connect your Bluetooth module to the computer, these two ports should show up, and one of these ports will work. So it will throw an error if the port does not exist and it can't find it. But if it does, after you run it, it should pop this up, and if you click turn on and LED on, you can control that. So I'm clicking on. Here, I'll turn off my light so you can see better. It's on, off, on, off, and there you go. There you have it. So all the parts and the tutorial that I followed will be in the link in the description. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. I will leave my email on the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to post a couple more tutorials that help you with understanding the Bluetooth module.